everybody, it is absolutely icy out here and super windy. I do excuse that if it is loud for a second, but it is cutting through me. It is absolutely freezing. Anyway, I'm out on a hike today in the snow for probably one of my first actual snow walks, and it should be a very, very good one. Probably not a good one in terms of the weather, but one that I've been really looking forward to doing, and one that I actually mentioned to you in a previous video. So that said, I am indeed doing the Horn Lookout Walk, and I am currently in the beautiful, very icy right now, Mount Buffalo National Park. Now, if you did watch my previous video on Mount Buffalo, you might know that I did mention I really wanted to do this walk, but I ran out of time. Hence, I'm back up here today for another visit. Conditions are a bit worse, not very clear, but it's still going to be really beautiful if the fog does clear from the top. Now, if I flick this camera around for you, you can see I am walking on ice currently. I'm just about off the bitumen, so this was the very start of the road from Cresta Valley, and I'm about to hit the dirt road section. Again, to fill you in, Cresta Valley is the furthest point of the road accessible in winter. That's the furthest point that they snow clear to. You'll still need snow chains to get to there, but you can come across country, ski or toboggan at that spot, as well as Dingo Dell if you fancy that sort of thing. From that point, you will have to walk or cross country ski when there is more snow to get to the Horn in winter though. So this track itself is 3 kilometers approximately to the end of the road, and then however long the actual Horn Lookout Walk is, and then of course the same distance back, being a one-way track. So I'm hoping it won't take me too long. It's probably about the middle of the day now, but I'm just hoping, as I said, that this weather does clear up a little. Anyway, I am just going to give you a little bit of a look at the scenery as we go, and then hopefully some views along the way. So as you may have noticed, not quite all of the road is under snow at the moment, which is making my life a hell of a lot easier, or at least my walk. Anyway, Buffalo has had a fair bit of rain this last few days, or between when I last visited and now anyway, which has changed the conditions a lot. If you have a look, I'm walking back on the snow again. Last time it was really sunny, but there was a lot more snow, and now there's a lot more icy snow, but a lot less snow in general. So less snow walking through and collapsing underfoot, which makes it nicer to walk in, but also still pretty slippery and a lot harder than just walking on the ground. If you want an idea how cold it is also, all the trees are literally frozen. Like obviously it's snow everywhere, but everything up here is frozen solid at the minute. So I personally think these are absolutely gorgeous. It's just icy and you can tell which way the wind's blowing. Either way, it's sticking to the trees. But pretty cool to come and see, pretty different environment to most of the hikes that I've previously done. So at this point I should be about 2/3 of the way up now, and I believe sitting at about like 1,600 meters, somewhere around that. But it has literally just started to snow. I'm copping the tiniest little snowflakes, and you probably won't be able to see them on here, but they are so gorgeous, just floating around in the air. Unfortunately, I think that means that the weather is rolling in worse, if anything. And I did just pass another couple who said they had absolutely no view from the top. But regardless, I am almost there, so we'll still keep our fingers crossed. Again, just more plants absolutely frozen over with this snow. You might actually now be able to see a couple of those little snowflakes. They're still only very fine, but you can see it is freezing absolutely everything around. definitely see a few more of those snowflakes coming down. I'm catching them in my hair. They're absolutely gorgeous though. I think it depends on like the angle of the wind, because I'm walking around the corners and sometimes I'm copping them and sometimes I'm not. You might be able to see, but it is very cute. I've got a little further to go, but as you can see, I'm walking into them at the moment. I really wasn't expecting it to snow on this walk, more just to be walking through the snow, but I'll see how I go, and as I said, see if I can get any view at the top, and hopefully that I'm not snowed in once I get back down to the bottom. Here we go. This is the Horn picnic area, so very end of the road. This is the very iconic also little hut that you've probably seen if you have seen pictures of Buffalo. I'm getting really snowed on at this point, so I'm kind of going to shelter in it for a minute, but I'll give you a look at the view from here, or lack of view, and show you around really quickly. Absolutely frozen. So typically in summer, this down here is where the car park would be. I assume they've just put these poles up for winter for like when there's no visibility, you don't walk off the edge. But inside the little shelter, this is my view. Absolutely nothing out there. You can see the rocks looking down, which are gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous in the snow, but literally nothing out there aside from that, unfortunately. Still really beautiful to see the hut with the snow on it, and also the snow currently on my gear. I will keep making my way up though. If you can see that little sign just over there, that's where the hut, the Horn track actually continues onto. So I will make my way that final last little bit up there. Okay, final stint. This is only 1 kilometer return from here. It does say 40 minutes, but I'm hoping it's not going to take me that long. As you can see, there have been other people up here, but the ground itself is very snowy. There is a lot more powder up here, being a lot higher as well than on a lot of that road that I just walked up on. Literally gorgeous walking through here. The whole track that's normally here is covered completely in snow. It is still coming down on me, but it is very beautiful to be out in here. This is just on the final section of the walk. You can see the actual track I've made my way up is pretty much gone under the snow. A little bit tricky to navigate there, but now I have got the wire like railing sort of thing to the very top. The top should only be just above here, not that you can see it, but I will make my way there, and you can see it's absolutely gorgeous with the snow. Still more snow coming down, but at least I can see where I'm going on this section. And exactly the same, more snow on me and more snow that I seem to be collecting in my jacket, but I'm very thankful to be rubbed up. I'm actually feeling pretty warm out here right now despite the current conditions. On these rocks at the minute. Just fresh powder up here as well. That wind is absolutely whipping around these corners. I've just made it up to the very top platform. The wind is absolutely gale force. The snow is coming down and all of these poles are frozen solid. You can make out the ice on the corner ones. I'm going to give you a look at the absolute lack of view in a second, but it is amazing to be up here and see it like this in the snow. It is just unreal how frozen everything is, and a complete whiteout just in every direction. I didn't manage to film that very last bit up the stairs because I really needed both hands not to slip down them. Basically it's pretty slippery, thin staircase, even not in winter, like in summer when you're coming without the snow. So you didn't get to see that, but I'd recommend like some goggles, some gloves, some good gear if you plan on coming up here in winter. Just standing up here, the wind is ridiculously strong. This is obviously pointing out where all of your mountain peaks would be, and then your board's doing exactly the same, but it is a total whiteout right now. Nothing in any direction, absolutely getting blasted by snowflakes coming from that way. That is far less than ideal, and the one tiny little bit that I can see over the railing is more frozen rocks down there. So I'm sorry that was only a very quick look, but I'm going to get myself off this rock as soon as possible because it is freezing up here. I do believe this is about 1,700 meters, something like that in elevation, so a little bit higher again, and I'm going to make my way back down that exact same road. I'm just about back down to the Horn car park. I do apologize for cutting that really short up the top, but it was really bad. Like really awesome experience, but so windy, a bit sketchy being up on the rocks up there, being so slippery here. But I am just back at the sign now and at the little hut sort of thing, so I might stop here again quickly. I do want to see if I can get any photos while I'm out here. But yeah, unfortunately no view at the top, and I did need to make my way back down. I will instead though, if I can get out of the snow, show you really quickly a video of the Horn once it is in summer, basically when I came earlier this year. So not quite like this, but I'll pop that up there now for you. So again, one more quick look before I leave. This is the little stone hut. It is still snowing, but just absolutely beautiful. Just headed back down again, not too bad at all, out of the wind now. It's really interesting to see that all the ground that wasn't covered by snow like this now has enough just from that little fall to give it its own little snow coating. So I'm really expecting the road back down at Cresta Valley to have snow on it once I get there. Almost be back down again, but check this out first. I just spotted these in the snow and they look awfully fresh to me. Gorgeous little paw prints for scale. That is my hand next to it, and there is a matching set just around here, once again going the opposite way. Really cool to see. I did see a fox out here the other day and a wombat, so I know there is plenty of wildlife around, but it's interesting to keep an eye on it. Like walking around, I can see my footprints, their footprints, and of course whoever else has walked here. But I will keep heading down. As I said, I think I should be almost there, and then hopefully get dry and warm up a little bit. And finally just back at my car. So this is Cresta here that I'm back at. You can see all the snow that has fallen here since I have been gone, which is actually really pretty. It's going to make it a pain getting out, but you can see the visibility's also gone really bad, unfortunately. So I think that is just about it for me. I had planned on staying up here a little bit longer, but with the way the weather is, like you can see up my windscreen, you can't because of the snow. I think I am gonna get down and get out of here and come back another day when I will be able to see that view at the top. I'm very happy to have ticked this walk off my list, but it is still staying on there because I need to see that view in the snow season. If you are down here, I would 100% recommend it as well. Overall, I'm rating today and my walk probably a 9 out of 10. I really enjoyed it, but I do have to knock that point off for the lack of view. It really is, once again, just something really different for me. I've done a lot of outback hiking, a lot of like rainforest sort of hiking. I grew up more in rainforest kind of environment and on the beach, so the snow is really amazing to see, but I will definitely be back on this one. For now, I'm going to attempt to get myself back off this mountain, and hopefully I will catch you all soon. Very quick little update before I finish this video. I did absolutely love this walk, as you just saw, so I have been back since whilst the snow is still on the mountains, and I wanted to show you just how incredible the view really is in clear weather. So this is the walk up. Some absolutely beautiful scenery here on the way. Still incredibly slippery, as you can see, but obviously a whole lot less snow this time. And here we have the actual view from the top of the Horn. Just unreal, could not have asked for a clearer day for it, and you might just be able to spot in the background the peaks of Kosciuszko, Bogong, Hotham, Bulla, and a few of the other ranges there. So once again, thank you all so much for watching. I am going to wrap it up here, but I hope you enjoyed this incredible spot with me.